The issue here is not that I'm an alcoholic. But
Then Donald Trump saw news.
have they ever been good in Mauritania? They're not good in Mauritania.
You got bombs, right?
I don't think he's ever had a glass of water.
Oh, look at the lines. So many lines.
Sushi jackknife. 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 Sushi jackknife.
I remember why I gave you the shitty headphones now. Because I fucking hate you.
They're fine. They're headphones.
I mean, they work, but they are kind of shitty. These are the first pair I ever had.
I think you're just a headphone snob.
I am a little bit. I mean, yeah, that's true.
There's no reason you need good headphones for what we're doing.
This is the sound of.
You can just get a 1/4-inch adapter and some earbuds and be fine.
That's beer entering my body for the first time in like 2.5 weeks. What is happening over there, phone boy?
Tanae's disappointed in you.
Oh, your wife.
And also, she says, "Ugh, cans."
Cans?
You have a canned beer.
Oh, but that's because it was cheap. Look, I don't want to go into this. Unless we're really going to go into it, I don't want to go into it. Welcome to Sushi Jackknife. We weren't with you last week. We were trying to get together with that other podcast. Fell through. Not our fault.
I think it is.
We also did record last week. However, we recorded a special cassette episode for a friend of ours that you guys can't hear yet. Eventually, you'll be able to hear it. But right now, you can't hear it.
Fun fact, none of you care about any of this.
That could be. Could be. We had a surge last week. I don't know what happened. People must have found the show. A lot of people on the Twitter with the Podern family people have been retweeting the shit out of us. So
you know what it is?
Thank you for that.
You know what it was?
What?
People found higher quality in the sober Justin episodes.
No, that's not true.
But now...
No.
Now you've fallen off the wagon.
No.
We've taken away your 2-week chip.
I'm back to it just for today.
You're...
Actually, I don't get that till tomorrow.
You're currently at like a 5-second chip. You're at a 5-second chip.
Is there an app? Do you think there's an Alcoholics Anonymous app where you can get... You should look that up.
I'm on it.
He's looking it up. So, all right, backstory. I guess we're going into this. Backstory. It's such a fucking crazy week. I don't know that we're even going to get into politics. I assume we will touch on that a bit because tremendous shit has been happening over the last 2 weeks.
There are several apps.
For Alcoholics Anonymous?
Yeah, if you type in Alco, the first thing that pops up is Holics Anonymous apps.
Hold that. Let me tell them what's
I'll send
happening.
you a link to all of them.
I don't want you to. No. The issue here is not that I'm an alcoholic. Because I'm not. My wife and I made a pact with ourselves. Mm-hmm. This was our own pact. It was her idea, actually, and I thought it was a good idea. That we wouldn't buy, not drink, but we would not purchase alcohol.
Right.
Out of our normal money until we paid off our credit card. It has been 2.5 weeks.
Which you definitely didn't.
It's been 3 weeks.
Didn't buy any, right?
I did, but this was not money out of our regular money. So I just did for the first time.
See, it starts with finding a loophole.
I found a loophole.
And then you're finding bigger and bigger loopholes. And then pretty soon, you know what happens? You're sleeping one off in the gutter, just begging for a few spare coins so you can get a bottle of Old English. I've seen it a million times.
Oh, have you? A million times?
A million times.
In all your work with AA? Mm-hmm. Okay, show me these apps. What do they do?
Oh, I'm not going to go into.
You're not going to go into the AA apps.
I'm telling you, legitimately, there were over 100 apps,
and I'm sure that is helpful for people. Like, I'm not
There's
denigrating.
a book of meetings.
Okay.
Do you want me to send you the book of meetings?
No, I'm fine. Like, I'm really fine. I don't listen. I'm fine.
You know what the first step is, Justin?
Admitting that I'm not fine.
The thing that is really blowing my mind here about the whole thing is the reason you bought the beer was why?
I had a hard day.
And you're very what? Very tired.
I'm very tired. Oh, yes, I'm very tired.
The
yes.
reason you gave me.
Yeah.
Because everyone knows that depressants
Right.
help the people who are tired.
Have you ever... this doesn't happen to me anymore because I never get to this many drinks. But there's a peak that you reach after you're like so drunk where you actually do regain a bit of energy. At least you feel like you do.
Yeah.
And then you crash real hard. Yeah.
You didn't buy enough for that.
No, I don't typically have enough to do that either, but I've experienced
How
it
many
in the
drinks
past.
does that take?
I don't know, like 5 or something. Does that sound right? I don't remember.
Well, yeah, but when you make a drink, you usually have a double.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
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 I'm just saying, like, if you're tired, the best choice is definitely like, alcohol or a sedative or
Yeah.
sleeping pills. Something that will definitely help you stay awake.
What was the one that Elvis really liked? I think it was Seconal. Yeah.
I was just going to say pills.
Well, generally.
In general, all pills.
Yeah.
Every pill.
I wonder if any of his boys ever like gave him Mike and Ike's and exchanged them for pills, trying to save him.
Wouldn't it be crazy to find out that the last 5 years of Elvis's life, someone had switched out all of his drugs, all of his barbiturates, everything, with sugar pills?
Yes.
And that's actually what killed him.
Yes.
Was he finally got a hold of real pills. He had no tolerance anymore.
Right.
And so
That could be.
yeah.
I don't think so though. 'Cause,
Died on the crapper.
well, yeah, but
According to legend.
according to legend,
Which I like to believe is true.
there's a lot
Because
of legend.
that's where Elvis belongs. On the crapper.
We've been through this many episodes ago. That you're not a fan.
No.
And that I am, and that's fine.
We actually
It's fine.
we went to Memphis,
Oh yes, I love Memphis.
and there was a brief thought that, hey, we should probably
go to
go to
Graceland.
Sun Records and Graceland.
You should go to Sun Records
and
for
then
sure.
we thought, no, never mind. We'd rather do anything.
Oh,
else.
you should definitely go to Sun Records. It's not just Elvis. It's awesome. It's a great place.
That's the whole thing.
No, dude. Go
You'd
to
have
Sun.
to pay money.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
How much money?
I don't know. I've
Okay.
never had to pay.
See, the people who never have to pay are always like, yeah, it's not that bad. And then the people who have to pay show up and
They
they're like,
do.
$25
Just-
for a 10-minute tour.
I don't know.
No,
No. It's an hour and it's fantastic. Anyway, enough about all of that bullshit. Nathan, the world.
Hold on.
Okay.
I'm looking up to see how much this.
The ticket to Sun Records is?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I want.
I think
to,
it's like $12. It's not bad. $12.50.
14.
That's not bad.
Do you know what I can buy for $14?
The
world.
Of Sun Records. The world.
Yeah,
The world.
yeah.
The
I can get a
world.
globe for $14.
Yeah, a pretty good globe. Maybe an outdated globe like ours.
Yeah, I'm not going to pay $14 to tour. Anything.
You know, as I spin this globe here, and we've tried this on the show before, we'll just like point to something and talk about whatever we land on, but it was always pretty fruitless. However, I feel like in the last 2 weeks, it's a safe bet that wherever your finger lands on the globe, something terrible has happened. Potentially.
That's not necessarily true.
Well, I mean-
Australia seems pretty safe right now.
How do you think things are in Mauritania right now?
Mauritania?
Have they ever been good in Mauritania? They're not good in
It sounds
Mauritania.
very sea-based.
How about Angola? How do you think things are in Angola, Nathan?
They're angolrific.
Can't be good.
Yeah, it's great.
Can't be good.
I
With a name like Angola, it just can't be good.
would contend that Angola is probably better than a lot of places right
It
now.
could be, yeah. How do you think Kuala Lumpur is doing? That's not a country, but it's a place. Just saying. Just saying. In fact, the best place to be right now might be
Canada?
Canada's pretty good, actually. Canada's not bad. Justin Trudeau is a pretty
Canada.
solid leader of a world country.
Yeah, something like that.
What are they? The second world? Canada?
I think they're first.
Yeah, they're first.
I think they're first.
Yeah, first world.
Yeah. Although I recently looked up the definition of third world because
Yes.
my favorite lunatic, Phil Valentine, was talking about third world countries.
God.
I realize that that's a ridiculous category.
It is.
Because it's like the United States is first world.
Russia.
And then Europe's second world. And everything else is third world.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Everything.
Right. I don't even know why we use
It's all garbage.
terms like that. Right, yeah. Right.
So,
Exactly.
that was fun.
Yeah, so I don't know. We subscribed to the Washington Post. Not paper, but we got the digital subscription.
Cool.
So again, everything is from the Washington Post.
That was a really good way to save your money.
Yeah, it's only what? Oh, boy, I just can't win.
No.
I can't win.
There's no winning.
There's a lot here. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's only
Well,
10
I mean, a lot of things have happened.
a lot of things have happened.
The big one, of course,
Yeah.
was the bombing
Yes.
last night.
Right.
Not a poor stand-up comedian bombing, of course, but
That happened somewhere else too, though.
yes, probably telling
lot.
jokes about the bombing.
Could be.
That
There were 59 missiles? There were
Is it-
probably at least 59 comedians bombed last night.
is it too? Like, would it be too meta of a thing for a comedian to bomb over jokes about bombings?
No.
Like that would be pretty correct.
Just realized. Do you think people are now shying away from the term alternative comedy?
I don't know.
It was it's a pretty hot term for a minute there.
I don't know.
All right. Blackwater founder held secret Seychelles meeting to establish Trump Putin back channel. Go read that gem. Go ahead and read that gem. Trump administration sought to block Sally Yates from testifying to Congress on Russia. That's another good one. They just keep coming. 3 White House officials tied to files shared with House Intelligence Chairman. This is last week. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson spends his first weeks isolated from an anxious bureaucracy. It just keeps coming, keeps coming. North Carolina did repeal the bathroom bill, so that was a good one. I like this one. Hey, here's some news. The entire coal industry employs fewer people than Arby's. That was a headline in the Washington Post.
Oh, here's one. Harry Styles debuts new song and Twitter goes crazy.
Oh, good one. That's a good one. I like that we're playing the headline game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to. You're delivering all the bad news, so I have to counteract it with the good news.
Who is Source D, the man said to be behind the Trump-Russia dossier's most salacious claim? I'm guessing that's the peeing part.
Ford made a crib that acts like a car.
Crib?
That's what it says.
Really?
I haven't read the article. I'm just scrolling through the
That
news.
sounds terrifying.
Well, I don't think it acts like a car in the sense that it's driving about.
It doesn't drive the baby around.
No.
Michael Flynn in 2016, immunity means, quote, you probably committed a crime. You'll remember that Michael Flynn was asking for immunity.
Disney seeks patent for a humanoid robot.
That's scary. I don't know. That doesn't make me feel better. Yep. Trump's White House struggles to get out from under Russian controversy.
Adidas unveils a new 3D printed shoe.
Here we go. U.S. strikes Syrian missile airfield in first direct assault on Bashar al-Assad's government. Now, this is a complicated issue.
Yes, it's a very complicated issue. First, we'll start with the background of the issue,
Yes.
which is 24 hours before that, no one in the Trump administration cared about Assad,
Right.
and in fact said he should remain in power. We don't give two tiny poops about him.
Yeah.
Direct quote.
We don't really want to upset our buddy, Vlad.
Yeah.
So we're not going to fuck with Assad.
Yeah.
And then what happened, Nathan?
Then Donald Trump saw news.
Yes. Maybe for the first time.
He
He saw images, photographs, videos.
So I have very mixed emotions about the whole thing.
Yeah, I do too, actually.
Because
I do too.
On the one hand, so to back up,
Let's back up.
Assad,
Yeah.
if you haven't heard, and you're living under a rock,
Your
because
buddy
you're
of
the
mine.
only person who hasn't heard,
Right.
Unleashed chemical weapons on civilians and killed a bunch of people, including kids.
Lots and lots of kids.
Because that's cool. That's a cool thing to do.
Yeah.
So these pictures
They choked to death on gas.
of dead children
Yeah, dead
were
and
all
dying.
over the news.
Dead and dying children.
Now, this is where my mixed emotions get in.
Yeah.
Because Trump wanted to do something about it.
Yep.
I think that's good. However,
Yeah.
the fact that the only reason he wanted to do anything about it was not because he heard about them,
Right.
but because he finally saw pictures and went, "Oh, that's bad," is kind of alarming.
It's alarming. it's yes.
It's a weird disconnect between like relating to human beings
yes.
and
Yes.
and an oddly emotional, like, I don't know that I want my president making emotional
Correct.
reactions to
Exactly.
things and saying, "Hey, military, handle this.
Right.
You got bombs, right?"
Right. I
So-
have heard a lot. Now this is okay. Can I read a little bit of this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Just because I feel like even though this story happened today,
Who's the writer?
again, this is the Washington Post. This is Dan Lamoth, Missy Ryan, and Thomas Gibbons Neff.
Which one's your favorite?
Missy.
She's a real sweetheart.
Yeah, it's up and coming. For all I know, she's been there for 25 years. I don't know.
She's the editor
I'm being
of the whole paper.
sort of a misogynist right now in saying that. Anyway, a U.S. military the U.S. military launched 59 cruise missiles at a Syrian military airfield late on Thursday, in the first direct American assault on the government of Bashar al-Assad since the country's civil war began 6 years ago. The operation, which the Trump administration authorized in retaliation for a chemical attack killing scores of civilians this week, dramatically expands U.S. military involvement in Syria and exposes the U.S. to heightened risk of direct confrontation with Russia and Iran, both backing Assad in an attempt to crush his opposition. The key thing in there, and this is the thing I think people have already forgotten, is he bombed a military base.
Yeah.
I heard a lot of people today walking around saying things like, and I'm not defending Donald Trump here, but saying things like, how's he not going to let those people in and then he's going to go and bomb them? I'm like, wait. We're talking about very different groups of people here.
We're talking about different groups of people. However, in defense of those people,
Yes.
the emotional reaction came as a result of the people he is not letting into the country.
Right.
And they're being killed by different
Yes,
things.
absolutely.
The perfect way to summarize it, someone posted this. It's it's the only thing that's made me chuckle about the whole thing.
It's a hard thing to laugh about. I mean, I'll give you...
Yeah.
Look, you get an A for effort for trying to laugh about it.
It's a picture of a confused man.
Yes.
With the caption, "We bomb Syria after Syria bombed Syria to show Syria not to bomb Syria. But we still won't accept Syrian refugees after we bomb Syria for bombing Syria?"
Yeah.
Which
Now,
is a pretty good summary
Obviously,
of the entire situation.
obviously, we should accept Syrian refugees.
Yeah.
Obviously, we should have been accepting them for a while now, a good long while, and have never changed that policy, right? But yeah, it's fuck. Part of me. Go ahead.
Well, here's where the complexity is here. So, by weakening Assad,
Right.
So right now in Syria, you have the civil war.
Yes.
You've got Assad, you've got rebels.
Right.
The rebels are not doing well.
No.
The rebels, for all intents and purposes, are
Yeah. Well,
much
after
gone.
Aleppo fell and all that. Yeah.
okay. There's a third party though fighting for power, which is ISIS.
Correct.
So you have Assad, you've got rebels, which are weak rebels,
Right.
and you've got ISIS.
Which is not as strong as they have been, but
Right.
probably stronger than the rebels.
Definitely stronger
Yeah.
than the rebels.
Yeah.
And so Assad has been fighting ISIS.
Uh-huh.
Now, we don't like either one of them.
We do not.
This is like when I watch baseball and it's the Yankees and the Red Sox. I would like both of them to lose, but I know that's not a choice.
It's not an outcome.
Right.
Right.
There are no ties in baseball or war. Someone has to win.
Right. Right.
Okay. So, by bombing Assad, you're slightly weakening him,
Yeah.
which allows ISIS an upper hand. That's not good.
Right.
But by not bombing Assad, you're allowing him to do things to rebels, which isn't good.
Also not good. He has torture hospitals.
Yeah, and by rebels, I mean just like random people who are like, I just want to live my life.
Yeah, I would like to not die.
I
would like
ask
my
for
family
so
not to die.
little. I have a very short bucket list. It's not dying.
Yeah.
That's my entire bucket list.
Right.
So it's a very complex issue. And the idea that the person in charge
Yes.
saw these pictures.
Uh-huh.
Very bad pictures.
Yes.
Very horrifying
Oh,
pictures.
it's
and it definitely should be some sort of response.
right. We got to do. You
But
can't not respond
Within
to that.
48 hours
Mm-hmm.
of seeing them, went, bomb them!
Right.
Kind of scares me.
Yeah, it does. Well, it should be. It is scary.
He did not think through, and now they're saying it's a one-off attack,
Mm-hmm.
theoretically, which that's not a thing.
But they're not in control. They're not in control of that.
No.
Because if there's retaliation, then they'll retaliate to that retaliation.
So my worst paranoid fear here is another Iraq situation.
Yeah.
Because this is
Yeah.
fairly similar
It is.
to
In a lot of ways.
Iraq.
Yeah.
Switch out Hussein with Assad, and there's rebels there, and there were different terrorist cells
Yep.
in Iraq. They were not as powerful as ISIS,
Right.
But they were there, and we all know that went really, really swimmingly.
Oh, so great.
Remember how Bush accomplished that mission?
Yeah. He
Like-
played a lot of golf.
Oh man, that mission was accomplished so quick.
So quick. You're talking about the moment
When
on the
he
boat,
said literally mission accomplished. Yes.
And we're still...
When he literally said we are done.
We're done.
And then
We weren't done.
and
We're still not
and then,
done.
The last 4 years of his presidency happened, and also an entire 2 terms
Yes.
for Barack
exactly.
Obama.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. We were done so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just couldn't quit them. That's what it was. We loved Iraq so much.
Broke back Iraq.
Yeah, so it's nice to say, nice as anything involving killing people can be, because I'm also very against military action for the most part
Yes,
anyway.
as am I. Yeah.
So anyway,
Yeah. There's no...
as nice as this can be, the nicest thing you can say is we're done attacking.
Right.
They've learned their lesson and they won't do it anymore.
Right.
Which is naive and stupid.
Because that's how that works.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. In more positive news, House Intelligence Chairman Devin Nunes recuses himself from the Russian probe. Oh, there's a quote from him in here. He says, "It felt good as it exited," as he recused himself. Yeah.
I've had that feeling too.
Yeah, it feels good when it comes out. This is actual positive news. Bannon removed from Security Council.
It is positive news. However,
Yeah, there's a caveat to everything this week, guys. It's caveat city.
not that I want Bannon there,
Right.
but what that means is now they're all fighting in the midst of him bombing other countries. Nothing is good right now.
Nothing's good. Nothing is good.
I don't even know. I was watching the news. So before the bombing happened,
Yeah.
I turned on the news to be a responsible citizen and learn things.
Civically engaged and all that.
And I had to turn it off. I made it like 5 minutes in because you can only watch so many pictures of children dying from chemical weapons.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was I was about to lose my mind watching CNN because they kept this was Wolf Blitzer kept going. These pictures are graphic, so we won't be showing them a lot. And then it's like, oh, they did.
Of course.
Like, we're not going to show them. And now we're going to loop them for 30 minutes. So enjoy.
Is exploitative and gross.
Yeah.
It's exploitative and gross.
Which, yes, they have a duty to report on it.
Sure they do. But they reported on it.
Yeah.
And then they just kept going. Sorry, I'm just jotting something down over here.
On a coaster.
Yeah, a coaster. You know. It's a coaster.
Where are you going to set your contraband beverage on?
You know, here's the thing about my contraband beverage. It's disappointing. It's it actually
just Blue Moon.
I'm choking it down.
It's just regular Blue Moon.
Well, it's not very good, and I think my body is has adapted the other way. I think I'm like, you know, I'm having to learn how to do this again.
Oh, I highly doubt that.
I mostly said that just to see what you would say.
You know how they talk about what is it? 90% of human beings are made of water.
Yeah.
It's like 20% is water and 70% is alcoholic beverage.
Come on. That is not true. Come on.
Okay, 50-50.
Well, so 90% of human
45% water, 45% alcohol.
The other 10% of human beings are made of dreams?
No, I think it's like bones and muscle and like.
But there's 10% of humans are made of
organs.
Yeah,
like your intestines have to fit into the percentages somewhere along the line. Definitely like femurs and.
You got really nervous.
You know, femurs.
Talking about all this.
Carpals.
President Trump on Wednesday removed controversial White House chief strategist.
And also a person who looks like they are 70% booze and 20% water.
I don't think he's ever had a glass of water. Steve Bannon. Oh, Stephen K. Bannon. Wow, Washington Post.
What's the K stand for?
Killer. I don't actually know that he's killed anybody.
According to the Washington Post?
No.
Oh,
no.
You know what? I would venture a guess that not only has he not killed anyone,
yeah,
I would say he wouldn't kill anyone. And here's why.
Okay.
Steve Bannon, as far as I can tell, is that person who talks a very big talk. But like you know the people who talk about how they need to have a gun in case something happens.
Yeah.
But you know for a fact that if something happens, they're just ducking under the table. They're not using that gun.
Sure.
Steve Bannon's that guy.
I think you're probably right. He removed him from the National Security Council, part of a sweeping staff reshuffling.
By the way, it's Kevin Bannon.
Kev.
Yeah.
Kevba.
If he had gone by Kevin Bannon, for some reason, I feel like it would make him more likable.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, he'd still look like a bloated carcass pulled out of the river 2 weeks after a person went missing, but
yeah,
you know.
At least his name would be a little happier. The restructuring reflects the growing influence of National Security Advisor H.R. McMaster, an Army 3-star general who took over the post after retired General Michael Flynn was ousted in February. That was 2 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, everything's going so fast. And who is increasingly asserting himself over the flow of national security information in the White House.
So, based on the stories I read, it's very fun watching all the sides here.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So, Steve Bannon's side is saying, like, we were only there to watch Michael Flynn. That's
and now that he's done,
right?
So he can.
And the White House is, doing the whole, we still have full confidence in Steve Bannon, blah, 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 blah. But then there's all these inside sources coming out saying, like, he wasn't just there for that. And Trump said, yeah, we got to get him off there, which may be the first sensible decision he's made.
Absolutely. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's it.
I misread that one story. Trump fired 59 Steve Bannons at Syria. In retaliation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the next step. That's how you know Steve Bannon has completely fallen out of favor, when he's assigned a diplomatic mission to Syria.
Hey, what would that be like?
Only one person can handle this job, and it's you, Steve Kevin Bannon.
You, sir. On the plane with you. We're going to put you on Air Force 17.
Oh, he's not on a plane. They're just going to put him on a raft and send him that way.
Give him a hard push.
It's going to be Jared Kushner. He's going to push it.
Oh, my God. You can... I know I'm harping on the Washington Post, but you can go on their website and you can hover over people. And on the top of the graphic are people in the Trump circle.
Yeah.
And then there's a line. And on the bottom of the graphic are people in Russia. Nefarious people. And you can hover over a head.
Uh-huh.
And it will show you all the lines connecting to people. And it is a web, Nathan. It is like when you hover over a Jared Kushner, there's some lines. When you hover over a Donald Trump, the whole thing just turns pink because it's filled with lines.
Question here.
Yeah.
Is Jen at all jealous that you're like totally horny for the Washington Post?
No, she loves it.
Like all you want to do is just like
Washington Post.
get in that Washington Post.
I mean, look, the Washington Post is a lot like it's.
I feel like the Washington Post, there's a chance that someday you're going to be just sitting there in the dark alone watching the Washington Post like perverts watch porn.
Yeah.
Like just hidden away, just oh, look at the lines, so many lines. Yeah, you talk to them too, Kushner.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, David Nakamura and Ashley Parker, how I long for your loins. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. The WAPO's got it nailed. I'm just saying.
I'll be honest.
The WAPO's good shit.
I never read the Washington Post.
The WAPO's good. You know,
I don't go places where there's a paywall.
Yeah, there's a paywall there. They do cut you off.
The only place that I go where there's a paywall is the Kansas City Star, and it's because I gotta get my Royals news somewhere.
You probably have to get a lot of Royals news too.
And then they block me off after a while.
They cut you off.
Yeah.
Then you're like,
I cheat the system.
Oh,
don't,
no, you
don't
can...
tell the Kansas City Star this.
Okay. Mm.
But I'm supposed to be able to read 20 articles a month.
Sure.
However, it's not, as far as I can tell, based on device. It's based on internet.
IP address.
Yeah. So I get like 20 at home and then 20 at work.
20 at your
if I wanted to go like down to McDonald's and use their free Wi-Fi and look at the sad people being sad.
Oh, the people that work there. Yeah.
And eat there. Anyone who's at McDonald's.
Oh, wow. You know what? This is an old globe, right?
Yeah.
You know what was bad in Romania when they didn't even have an O? It was called Rumpmania.
Rumpmania?
Rumpmania. Like the mania you get from having too much rum.
Too much rump, yeah.
Romania.
Rumpmania.
Rump. Too much rump?
Rumpmania.
You can never have enough rump. Let's be honest.
Have you ever seen Rumpmania 4?
I have.
Oh, man,
I have. I saw it with Adam Intus and Ellen Nakashima.
How dare you drag Ellen into this?
We got some Rumpmania going on.
Oh.
Me, her, and Adam. Got some Rumpmania happening. It's a lot of rumping. And Fred Barbush was there. Yeah. And Rosalind Helderman and Tom Hamburger. I'm not making this up. There's a guy that works for them named Tom Hamburger. He's got a buddy. His name is Jack Quesadilla.
All right, so as a chief conspiracy theorist here.
Is that you?
No, you.
Oh.
Because you're like full into the Russia conspiracy.
It's not a conspiracy theory. Look at the fucking look.
That's what every conspiracy theorist says.
Okay, fine.
There's not hard evidence that anything bad has happened. There's just hard evidence that they've talked to Russia a whole bunch and lied about it.
Did I show you my wall where I have it all worked out?
Okay.
Did I show you that?
No, you have not. So,
Remind me to show you that.
as the chief conspiracy theorist, this is my question for you.
Okay.
The attack going against Assad,
Yeah.
who is Russia supported, does this
Yeah.
dissuade any conspiracy
No.
theory a bit?
Not a bit.
Not a bit.
Well, a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit. A little bit.
Now, let me be on the record here. I do think something fishy is happening.
Thank you.
I'm just not, I'm not full on with Russia did everything to make everything happen.
No.
I think there's an alarmist attitude about a lot of things, and since everyone's looking to make links
Sure.
now,
They're finding them.
a lot of them
Yeah.
are just
Are
incidental.
you down with the collusion idea?
Yeah, I think there's collusion.
That's where I'm at. I'm not.
But you're like, there's collusion, and I'm like, there's collusion.
Okay. All right. Fine.
I'm thinking casual collusion. Like
Casual collusion.
my thought of how it probably
Casual
went
collusion.
down
Okay.
is Russia called people and said, "Hey, so like we got this idea, right?" That's my Russian accent, right? It's really good. And
Hey, you want to go down to Whataburger and like?
yeah, and
Like-
the Trump people went, "Oh, that's a pretty cool idea. I think we should run with that." Not the idea that people have where Trump sought out Russia influence,
Wait.
or the one that I really can't get behind
Uh-huh.
is that Trump ran for president just because he owes Russia large sums of money.
Oh no,
That one, that's
I'm not there.
so my theory.
Wait, is that argument that he's broke and
Well,
he ran for president to make money to
no,
pay them?
he ran for president because he owes Putin something for all the hookers with the P.
Well, that can't be.
I
that,
added that last part. I don't think that's part of the conspiracy.
That can't be
theory.
part of the. No, that happened. That can't be part of the. The price tag. That can't be very high.
No.
What's a dozen urinating hookers in Russia?
Are they still in the ruble?
I think so, and I think $1 is worth like a gajillion rubles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, like there's collusion probably.
What do you think they should? This is total switch of gears. What do you think they should do in Scotland? They're going to have another vote, right? They're trying to have another vote to leave the EU? To leave the UK?
There was a vote.
There was a vote a while back to stay in the UK.
No, there was a recent one.
Oh, that happened already.
But it wasn't I don't know if it was like a deciding vote.
But they had a vote.
But they have a vote.
Did they have a vote to have a vote?
I don't even
Something
know.
happened.
It's what I
Do you
think they
think-
should do in Scotland is get as far away from the UK as possible.
I do too. I feel like it's plummeting downward into a spiral of old fish grease.
Let's see here.
Yeah.
Scotland Parliament votes for second independence referendum.
There you go.
So they voted to vote.
So we said that right then.
Yeah.
They voted
at
to vote.
around the time that Britain leaves the EU.
Okay.
So spring 2019.
What? I just don't feel like this is going to go well for Britain. I have to say that. I just don't.
Well, I don't know why it would.
Yeah, right.
Because essentially they still have to do business. Like they're still going to have to do
Right.
business with all the EU people.
Right.
So they're still going to have to meet all the EU standards for their goods that they're exporting and stuff.
And does this mean there's like tariffs now? Is there a European free trade agreement? I don't know. It could be.
They think they'll be able to make more money without them. Which, to
I
be
see.
fair, they are footing a lot of the EU bill.
Oh, sure.
Because, Greece Those freeloaders.
Hey, how do you think things are going in Upper Volta? And how long do you think it's been since it's been called Upper Volta?
So much better than Lower Volta.
Yeah, Lower Volta, it sucks. You know, things are going astonishingly well, though, in the Upper Volva. Have you been there lately?
That's not a thing.
No, Upper Volva's great.
That you're making that.
Lower Volva's
That's not a place.
Lower Volva's also good.
That's not a real place.
Just saying. If you guys don't know about our globe, by the way, our globe is so old, it says USSR on it for Russia. I think this globe might be filled with candy. Do you think that's a possibility?
I do not.
If I crack
I don't even remotely think that's a possibility.
Okay.
Nor do I think it's a possibility for you to crack it open with that flimsy little pin you're holding
pin?
there.
Maybe
I think the blue moon has gone to your head.
I think it has too.
You got too much Belgian white in you.
I'd take a little Belgian other ethnicity. No, all Belgian people are probably white.
Yeah,
right?
I don't think there's another.
There's no. Do you have quick hits?
Do I ever?
Do you have quick hits?
All right, are you prepared
Quick
for this?
hit music, go!
So, I'm going to warn you. It's an Ivanka Trump heavy quick hits.
All right. Consider me warned.
Music.
It's going.
Now?
It's been going.
How long has it been going?
Like a couple seconds.
Can you stop it?
I'll stop it. It stopped. Now you can talk.
Okay, I'd like you to start now.
Okay.
Quick hits, go! All right, so this week, Ivanka Trump told the CBS News, "I don't know what it means to be complicit, but, I hope that time will prove that I have done a good job." What other words does Ivanka not know the meaning of?
Colloquial.
Okay.
Vulva.
I'm going to assume, based on her choice of husband, she does not understand the meaning of the word douchebag.
There's that one.
This week, Ivanka Trump told CBS News, "I don't know what it means to be complicit, but, I hope time will prove that I have done a good job." What other things does she hope time will prove?
That the moon is made of cheese.
Mm-hmm.
It's one.
And that all those people calling her husband a douchebag are wrong?
That's another one. And third, time will prove.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got nothing.
All right.
Yeah, that's exciting for everyone.
This week, Ivanka Trump told CBS News,
Jesus
"I don't know what it
Christ.
means to be complicit, but, I hope time will prove that I've done a good job." Since CBS News is fake news, does this mean that Donald Trump believes the interview was CGI?
Yes. He contacted James Cameron. Mm-hmm. He's like, "I need you to do the thing, James. The thing we've talked about for so long, James."
This is where that Disney humanoid robot comes in.
That's right.
Disney made a humanoid robot, sent it to CBS. Bada bing, bada boom.
I got a quick hit for you. How long do you think until the Disney humanoid robot stars in its first feature length?
Man, I don't know, but I'm going to buy a ticket now. I'm going to go line up.
She get ready.
It's going to be so good.
It's like real Wally.
You know what?
It's real Wally.
I'm gonna
He's
say
not humanoid.
that Disney's always had humanoid robots. Those kids on the Disney Channel, they're not real.
They were programmed.
Yeah. And finally,
Okay. Is this the last quick hit?
yes, there is no Ivanka Trump. Although I can throw her in there if you'd like.
Please do.
After a New York Times article revealed in detail that Bill O'Reilly is a slimy perv who has reached settlements with multiple women, women like Ivanka Trump, after he did all sorts of slimy, pervy things.
Wait. He was pervy to her? Or?
No, I mean, just
She
women.
is a woman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Advertisers began to drop from his program.
No.
On Thursday night, only 7 ads ran during the 2-hour-long show. Mm-hmm. That shortened the commercial breaks to as low as 1 minute. Okay. Assuming that most people watching The O'Reilly Factor suffer from urinary incontinence due to their advanced age,
Yes.
what do you think was the most popular way for these people to relieve themselves without missing a second of the show? I mean, they shortened that break by like 4 minutes.
Have you seen the guy on TV who was hawking? What's the thing when they put a tube up your dick and you pee into it? Catheter.
Yeah.
There is a guy on television who is hawking catheters, and he has like 4 kinds, different flavors of catheters. Now, all of them are for men or women, right?
What flavors?
I mean,
I want cherry.
Passion fruit 2. There's one that's just like juicy fruit.
No, yeah.
It's gonna move you.
Gross.
Yeah. No, they're like a curly one or like I don't know. There's a lot of different catheters. More than I ever knew existed. And I've lost my train of thought. But I think most people watching Bill O'Reilly were relieving themselves through their catheter.
To be fair, most of them probably already had a catheter before Bill O'Reilly's perviness.
But they decided to wait to have it changed. Mm-hmm. They told their assistant live-in nurse, Maria, to take a break.
Maria?
Yeah, they're all named Maria.
Could you be more stereotypical, Justin?
I could, but you don't want me to.
Their live-in nurse, Sam.
Oh. Oh. Yeah.
It's a white guy.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Come on.
No. I'm not gonna come on.
Yeah, come on.
I'm not gonna come on.
So, Bill O'Reilly.
Yes.
While we're on the subject.
Catheters?
Well, yeah. And Bill O'Reilly.
They saw one with his face on it.
So when all this came out, first off, anyone who's surprised by Bill O'Reilly having to reach multiple settlements, it's 5 women?
Yeah.
He reached $13 million of settlements, I believe.
Holy smokes.
And it was in the New York Times. I think I saw like 25 or 30 sponsors have dropped from his show. Okay. Anyone who's surprised by that has not been paying attention because they were big news.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I remember a couple of them. There was one about rubbing falafel on a woman's bosom, as one does.
Now that's just plain weird, man. That's weird.
But besides that,
She probably wasn't even Greek.
during this whole thing, Donald Trump
I made you laugh a little bit in the middle of that.
took time out of his busy schedule not planning for military attacks to defend Bill O'Reilly.
Wow.
By saying that he's a great guy.
That's weird because...
And he should have fought all the charges because nothing happened. Now...
How the hell does Donald Trump know?
If you are... Okay, so if you are accused of anything illegal sexually...
Yeah. Which I have
obviously, the 2 people you don't want defending you the most are either Jared from Subway or Bill Cosby. Those 2 are top. You don't want their defense. Okay. But Donald Trump's not, like, way down on the list.
No. He makes the top 15. Yeah. That's for sure.
So, I mean, I'm sure that on the one hand, Bill O'Reilly's like, yeah, someone's finally on my side. And then it just, like, dawns on him who it is, and he's just like, oh, no.
Shut up.
The only thing, like, the only president that could be equally as bad would be Bill Clinton. Like, you don't want Bill Clinton defending your conduct with women, and you don't want Donald Trump defending your conduct with women.
Both very true. Very true. Very true.
By the time we record, maybe Bill O'Reilly won't have a show anymore.
Oh, that would be dope. That'd be dope.
Of course, then, you know what that means.
What?
We're all living in the spin zone.
I have one question regarding this. How happy do you think Anderson Cooper is right now?
Oh, I imagine that Anderson Cooper can't wipe the smile off his face.
Right.
I didn't watch, but I would assume that even while he was reporting on the chemical attacks in Syria and all the bombings, that he's just sitting there like, yeah, I mean, like, this isn't related to what's happening on the news,
No,
just so you know.
This is...
It's involuntary right now.
I can't. This is Bill O'Reilly's story, guys. Can we come back to that?
Yeah. Syria's like a big deal. But, like, Bill O'Reilly, right?
Right.
The thing that's cracking me up the most about it is how much CNN is running with it.
Of course they are. Of course they are.
It's front page news on CNN because, you know, it's their chance.
Yeah. Anderson Cooper can't sleep right now. He's so fucking excited. He goes home to his wife. I assume he has a wife.
No.
He's
very gay.
He is?
Yeah, with a man.
What?
He has a husband.
Anderson Cooper? Mm-hmm. I did not know that.
He has a husband and they're gay together.
Well, that's what they would be.
They have homosexual sex.
Oh, that's good. Really? He's gay?
Well, I mean, I assume. He may be celibate. I don't know.
No,
but he does have a husband.
There's no way that man is celibate.
I mean, he
Cooper
is a fox. A silver fox.
He's a silver fox.
Yeah.
And he is...
But yeah,
he's really gay? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's pretty gay.
Well, that's great.
Yeah. I mean, I guess. It's really inconsequential to me.
Wait, are you making shit up now?
No, I mean, it's not great or ungrade. I don't really care either way.
Wait, I don't know what's happening.
You said it was great.
Well, it's
not.
That he's on TV, if he's, that he's a news anchor and shit, if he's gay.
I mean, it's really inconsequential.
It is, ultimately, but how our society is, Nathan.
No, I mean, at this point, we don't care anymore about
I gotta look this up, because I don't know if you're bullshitting me or not.
No, I'm very serious.
Okay, I can't tell. I still can't tell.
No, but I'm very serious.
Anderson. Cooper.
I don't think that we're in a place in society anymore where we have to go, there's a gay anchor on the news?
Well, no, we shouldn't be.
Good.
Well, look, listen. We shouldn't be, but here we are.
I feel like that's...
Oh, yeah, he is.
That's akin to...
Jesus Christ, I just had no idea.
To going, I can't believe they let that lady reporter go to the Middle East. That's nice.
Well, you're right.
That's nice.
It is. But I just didn't know. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Well, that is just...
He's a...
Oh, his mother is a Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
Crikey.
Yeah. She is not a gay male.
No.
That does not run in the family.
She's his mother.
She did not have the gay male gene.
Wow, Anderson doing very well.
Yeah,
his
he always does well.
His partner is a nightclub owner.
Well, that doesn't mean
nice looking fella.
Well, yeah, he's Anderson Cooper. What did you think?
They have a dog together.
Did you think that Anderson Cooper was married to a guy who looks like Kevin James or something?
I mean, everyone has love, Nathan.
But Anderson Cooper, Silver Fox, he could get any guy he wanted.
You're killing me.
Any guy.
Yeah, that's true. You're right.
I mean, if Anderson Cooper walked out here right now and said, "Hey, Justin, you."
Wait, let me...
Come give me a kiss right now. You'd be like, I'm going to at least think about this for a second.
Look at this. People, okay, I looked up his partner.
Yeah.
People also searched for Anderson Cooper.
Yeah.
Anderson Cooper's dad. Mm-hmm. Anderson Cooper's mom.
Yeah.
Anderson Cooper's siblings.
Okay.
Kathy Griffin.
Yeah, because he hosts New Year's Eve with Kathy Griffin every year. Why do you not know anything about Anderson Cooper?
I'm sorry.
Every year on CNN, they host New Year's Eve together.
I don't know these things.
Anderson Cooper tries to be the straight man, not
He's
sexually,
not, though.
of course. And Kathy Griffin tries to offend as many people as possible. And then inevitably she offends someone and they get all upset.
Does she do that just by being alive? Because I've never found her pleasant.
Well, I mean, her lack of being pleasant, I think
it's offensive.
Makes the things she says less bearable. She tends to make, I think, the Catholic Church the angriest.
Why?
Because she makes jokes about...
Oh.
What? Do I have to explain all of pop culture to you?
You do. Let's get started. Okay, guys. We're quitting this current podcast. We're starting a podcast called Nathan Explains Pop Culture to Justin.
Yeah. That's
episode 1 will be out next week. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a lot of episodes before
also
we're done.
Don't expect that to
That's not going to actually happen.
So
I know more about pop culture than it seems that I know about this tiny little caveat? No. Corner. Pocket of pop. Ooh, that's not bad. Pocket of pop. Sounds like...
Pocket of pop.
Pocket of pop.
Pocket of pop.
Sounds like some CDs you would buy in a set. Mm-hmm. You know? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anderson Cooper also hosts a nightly show on CNN.
That
if
I
you need to
knew.
know.
That I knew.
It's called Anderson Cooper 360.
360. Yeah.
You know why?
Because
Bill O'Reilly is the no spin zone. Anderson Cooper's the full spin zone.
he spins all the way around.
Sushi jackknife.
Sushi jackknife. Wow. Nathan.
Full spin.
I just didn't know.
Yeah.
It's fine.
He's a very gay man.
That's great.
Sure.
Sushi jackknife.
It's not bad.
Well, no, but it's good.
I mean, it's good for him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And for his husband.
I guess. Do we really know what their relationship is like? Maybe he's not a considerate lover. You look so despondent right now.
I don't know why you would say that about Anderson. Everyone knows he's a gentle lover.
Sushi jackknife. He is a gentle lover.